Crashman, you copy? Romeo 26, Romeo 26, this is Crashman, you copy? Romeo 26, Romeo 26, meet me at Alpha Camp. Good morning, family and friends, brothers and sisters, all my subs, and I want to welcome all my new subs. Thank you for subscribing. I'm humbled by the amount of people that are watching me. Originally, I started this for my family to show them some survival skills, and some I knew, some I didn't know, some I've learned. Today is Red Shirt Friday. It's a little cold out here. It's also windy, so it makes it a little bit more cold. So all throughout my upbringing wasn't so good. Military, you know, I struggled. I struggled so much with the way people treated me and things that happened that I went into a shell. And just recently I found out that I need to get out of that shell. So I kept to myself. Anytime there was conflict, I avoided it. Anytime there was confrontation, I avoided it. But in reading the Bible, Proverbs 28, it is the living word, so you know, I probably read this at least 10 times already and kind of brushed over it. The wicked flee when no one is pursuing, but the righteous are bold as a lion. Proverbs 28:1. So, like I said, you know, I avoided. I flee. That's something I need to work on, is being bold. Being bold at work, being bold at home, being bold. I mean, you know, most people are bold on a camera or in a text or in a message because they're not face to face with people. I get nervous when I am in front of a camera. In fact, when I was working, they tried to do an interview with me, and I was sweating so much that they couldn't publish the interview. But anyway, so I'm going to try to be more bold, and I hope you guys will. I do not have a problem being bold with spreading the gospel, because the Lord Jesus Christ is our Savior. When the stuff hits the fan, you know, we already have rumors of wars and wars. We have famine. We have pestilence. We have, you know, with the flooding and fires, flooding in California, fires in Texas, earthquakes. You know, we are in the middle of the birth, or we are at the beginning of the birth pangs. And, you know, if you know somebody that doesn't have Jesus in their life, that doesn't have salvation, have them read what they have to deal with in Revelation. The bowls, the wrath. And, you know, the only thing we really need to look for now, that's why I say watch Israel, is that war over there going to peace, because there's going to be one guy that's going to show up and try to save the world, and that guy is going to be the Antichrist. Now, I'm not going to be here because I believe in pre-tribulation, so we'll leave it at that. Today I want to work on this shelter a little bit more. I was thinking about putting a front right here because that side's not done yet, and see what else I can do, you know, adjusting tarps and things like that, because springtime is coming. I spent yesterday at a greenhouse. Jesse and I planted about 1,000 seeds, so we were graciously allowed to use the greenhouse. And it's not a ministry, it's a program for veterans and first responders. So I'm going to throw that picture in there. But we had a great time. There's going to be a lot of publicity around, my county about it. So it's a good thing. And that's where I talk about God guiding your steps. That's what he guided me to do. Did I want to start a greenhouse? Not really, but I will. I have the knowledge to do that, so I will. Anyway, I got to get a fire going so I don't freeze. It is 40 degrees out, but it's windy, so it makes it a little colder. And hopefully we'll get some more. I want to get some more roof support on this thing today, so that's what I'll be looking for out in the wilderness. And I'll be looking for trees budding, because that's a sign of spring coming. The groundhog said that it's going to be an early spring. The woolly bear, it had mild winter at the beginning and the end. So I'm pretty sure we're done with winter. But I'm going to get to it. This on fire first. I do, throw that little cotton ball wax on. A little bit of petroleum jelly on there. So I got coffee or water on, and this 55-gallon drum was a deer feeder that fell. It's got one side rusted, but I think I could use the top to maybe cover the fire when I'm not here. But I'm going to use this. I'm going to make a cooking stove out of it. And I'm going to go out on patrol right now. I'll show you where the kitchen's going to be. There's more of the deer feeder. Of course, I got to get rid of the battery. And there's another piece covering a stump. Sorry for kicking it. But, you know, I've been kind of relaxing on building the shelters, so I'm going to go down to where the kitchen's going to be. And maybe I can find some pieces for the roof support. I'm going to go ahead and put this in fast forward mode. So it might just look like I'm pulling a string, but this is the end. And then I wait till I get to the knot, and that's for the roof. Then I get to the next knot, and that's for the front left side. Now I'm going to get rid of any stragglers that's going to get caught on anything. And rope it together, find a stick, and kind of like drag it like a litter. Now I gotta find me a stick that's not rotten, probably off of one of these trees I just cut a piece off of. So as soon as I find one, I'll restart the camera. So this is a good one here. I need to chop this off first. Maybe I'll chop it off now. I'll just stop hitting my tripod. Oh, all right, got it. Dogs are very active today. They greeted me when I came up. Made me pet them for a half hour. So, always carry cordage on you. I think that's a 10-foot section. I think this is the one. Nope. Got them backwards. Yeah, I use cordage to measure since I'm not going to carry a measuring tape. Oh no, the world's ending, so let's grab your measuring tape, right? So basically, I want to get them in line. I'm on a hill, so not an ideal situation. And I'm sorry if you can't hear me. I don't take my mic out when I'm doing this. Since I'm so close to the camp, I don't have my patrol gear. This is not even my measuring. So you can do this any way you want. I'm just going to go around these two right here. Come this way. It's working. Excuse me. Did not plan on doing that. Sergeant OCD farted on camera. So, this knot's a very common knot. Is wrap it around once, make an X, wrap it around again. If you have a stop knot in there, it should hold. So the idea is make an X here, so it should hold. But I'm going to stash my axe in my saw. And that's why we put orange on it. Alright. Let's go this way. Straighten out my legs. Drop the camera. Close my legs. Alright, that should be good. And hopefully you can see this happen. See, I'm just going to drag it. If I need to go over something with this log, I just yank it and it goes over. Another log I'm coming after. Again, easy peasy. I'll be back. Gotta retrieve my tools. And you can tell somebody's been out here. Not very good sunglasses, but somebody's been out here. My camp is undisturbed. In fact, my tarp's all held. Let me take you over to what I did with my
watering system. So originally I just wrapped this around this pole. Can you see right here? Wrapped it around this pole. So I tied a prusik here and tied the other end here. So this will not move anymore. So if it tries to move that way, prusik's gonna latch on. So it's another nut, handy nut you can use for different things. All right, I'm gonna So you can see that the slat's in. Water's still coming off of it, but you know, it's a little extra support. I'm probably gonna have to cut off the ends of that once I, you know, start finishing it up. But I only need like 2 or 3 more here on this side, and then those walls there. You know, three logs on that wall, and then mimic that. But I'm going to work on the front door, kind of the front. Tops up. I've got at least 5 logs. I drug a tree up earlier. Maybe it's going to work, maybe it's not. But I want to kind of put a windbreak right here. So this is going to be kind of a area here to stow my gear, and then hopefully build a wall across where that tarp ends for sleeping quarters. I don't know how it's going to work, but you know, spring is coming, so I'll be out here less and less. But I'm going to try to get out here every week. That's kind of like my thing with God. So let's get to it. Well, it has been a day. So we went through and made like a little emergency fire starter, you know, where you can see I charred this cloth
And I had packed this thing so I could throw that in there. That's the first time I charred out of this one. So I have to redo that one. And then throw some wood in there. Right now I already have a cotton round and a cotton ball. So I can throw all that wood in there. And that's how I started the fire today. I was able to hit it with the fsm rod. So I thought that was pretty cool. Didn't plan that. Just you know, I don't plan anything. I just go with the flow. Wherever God directs me, that's where I go. I was getting ready to have some lunch and call it a day. But this will be ready for next week. So we got a couple more slats put in, two more slats, and then I started on this. It's gonna rain here shortly, so I'm gonna go ahead and end this. You know, we talked about being bold, and you need to be bold about the Lord, definitely, especially now with everything that's going on. You know, Christians are going to get persecuted. The verses came up this morning and on my way here about wars and rumors of wars, and it's in Mark, it's in Matthew. Things are going to happen, so we need to be prepared. You know, I have this camp, which is a blessing. I have a way to grow food, which is also a blessing. But if I can't buy gas, you know, there's a distance between them. But you need to train on how to start fires. You need to keep your head on a swivel so nobody comes up on you. You know, that's why whenever I'm out in the woods, I'm always, you know, I hear a sound, I look. And I'm observing. I found a pair of sunglasses, so somebody's been here. They, like I said, they didn't disrupt my camp, but, you know, just be aware of your surroundings. Situation awareness is what the military calls it. You need to stock up on water, stock up on food. I've learned to sustain protein and be able to operate all day long on very little food. I'm teaching myself to do that. I'm carrying all this gear to teach myself to carry this gear so my body can be used to it. But hopefully I don't have to use any of these skills, because when the stuff hits the fan, the Lord's going to come back and He's going to call us all up. I said the rapture one time, and somebody's like, yeah, rapture's not in the Bible. You're right. And I explained it either that week or the next week or the week after that. It's not in the Bible, but caught up is in the Bible. So if you're not a Christian, you know, you need to become one. You need to go to church, get salvation, have a relationship with Jesus Christ, and spread the gospel. And that's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to spread the gospel. So I'm going to leave you with this. Keep your head on the swivel. Train, train, train. God bless you. And I'll catch you all on the flip side.